And her mom was a traveler or very spiritual, okay, or both. So either her mom is not from the city she was born in, or her mom did a lot of traveling, or her mom was real philosophical or real religious.
Yeah, the last one.
She was religious, okay. And she's real hard on her scripture because this woman had Neptune and Mercury in Sagittarius. So your mom was very hard on the rules of that religion, wasn't she? Very hard.
I wouldn't say not really because she's more on the spiritual side. So
okay, well if it's spiritual and not religious, then she was definitely on voicing her opinion about what was right and what was wrong and what was in terms of that spiritual evolution, correct?
Oh yeah, definitely. She definitely,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
she has an issue with her lungs or with her nerves.
I'm sorry?
Your mother has an issue with her lungs or her nerves?
You said nerves? I can't, you breaking up. What you say?
Okay. Does she have an issue with her lungs, with her breathing, or her nerves?
Oh, no, I don't, no. Not that I know of.
Okay, very well.
No, I don't think so. It's just something that just started happening, and I'm not sure about that.
Okay. Somebody needs to go in, because I got to plug my phone in, man. So somebody needs to go in.
All right. This is going by Virgo Rising. There is a particular, I'm going to say this here. Because of what I'm looking at your chart, you're a person that had in early life where you had little critical analysis, where things a little bit hard and everything was over you and like doing this properly, doing that properly. Does that kind of fit like a strong presence, like somebody was ordering and guiding you into a particular way of life, whether you agreed with it or not? Does that sound like more like with you?
Yeah, but more I put it on myself, really. I think it was more on my behalf.
What you were shaping up? Okay. All right.
It was more me trying to make sure I did everything right, but I kind of felt that everything wasn't right.
Well, you know something, that's a sure sign of Virgo rising because she's a perfectionist. Well, another sign of Virgo rising would be a workaholic tendency. You know, she's on her work ethic very, very, very strong, or on her organizing time ethic. You know,
and your chart look like you also could. You know what? I don't know. Believe it or not, have you ever tapped into this? You got a great potential in working money with unusual ways, and that could be very entrepreneurship, and that can also work in the point where technology, online businesses, that works around with you, and you could also work in very unusual in the way of metaphysics too. That gives you another avenue too with that. Now, you have a very strong nature of probing into things too. It shows that you have that to a point where you have a vivid imagination, and you could be even a sense. It looks like you got great talent for even writing. Because you're mental visually. Now, this could be also working to the point where maybe you don't see things as clearly as you want them to see, and maybe you try to adjust it back and forth where you're going at, so that looks like there too. But religion, even though it wasn't, like you're saying that the parents and stuff, it seems like two things I can see, like looking at your chart. Education is very important, which what you're doing. People of foreign nature background can be a great assistance to you as well. And believe it or not, a spirituality connection with that. Now, that don't mean necessarily you being in a particular religion, but a point of where you're grasping certain things of a spiritual nature. The things will seem to make a little bit more sense to you in that way. I would say it from that way there as well. And you could have a good knack if you work in even, if I'm going to say technology dealing with like images and transfers of images and Photoshop, Adobe, that thing is also good and viable for you too as well. And I see that there.
Yeah, my profession is networking. So.
Oh, great. That's an unusual way. Stay with that. That's a great growing field. What you're dealing with, because I can see that for their resources. Now, I mean, like that way, and the more that you present yourself in an unusual way, that really works for you much more of a positive upspring, too, as far as that as well. You know, and as long as you put yourself like that, and you need some point, you have a person, looking at your chart, you're a person that can work at two different professions at one time. And it may not be achievable right now that you might be looking at, but you may sideline one job to work with another. There's a duality going on that will present itself where you can make two different incomes from a two different position job from there too as well. That's my little insight with that there too. Marku, do you want to hit anything?
Yeah, I would like to hit a few things here. I would like to get right to the meat and potatoes of the issue.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the astrological chart with the moon in Aries, you just recently had an issue with one of your friends.
One of my friends.
With your associates, there's some aggression or irritation in the way in which one expressed themselves, maybe too flamboyantly or too show-offy, I would say. The reason why I say is because you have Mars in Leo, and because, like in the beginning of the conversation, we were talking about the moon in Aries, and you know, as a Virgo rising, it deals with your shared resources one possesses. So if it wasn't an argument, it must have been something dealing with an associate. You have Mars and Leo in your natal chart, and it falls into your 11th house. So it may be irritation with this networking that you say you are into. It may be something at the workplace or something at your work. You might not even experience this. I might be speeding a little bit, pardon me, in regards to associations. I want to get on topic as far as the midpoint and composite chart instead of just reading your chart. Bear with me. The partner that we're dealing with, did you call for a composite reading, or did you just call for a reading for yourself?
Just for myself.
It's just for yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have Saturn in the 12th house. I just want to rectify your chart. I want to make sure that this Virgo ascending is correct. You have Saturn in the 12th house, so you, as far as your father, you have not seen your father, or your father was absent through the course of your life, or has been locked up?
Yeah.
Okay.
20 years. Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, I don't. Okay. Yeah, this situation, I might be a little bit early with this because the moon has just entered the sign of Aries, and I want you to control your temper, because I'm getting to the meat and potatoes of the issue. So I might be reading, today is Sunday, so going into work Monday and Tuesday is going to be the issue possibly. I'm going to tell you to control your temper. If you call back or if you get online or something like that, you can say, you know, Marku, you were right, or that reading was on topic. But it has to do with a friend or an association or somebody getting on your nerves extremely as far as the way in which they're showing themselves, because you have Mars placed in the 11th house. The planet Mars is in Pisces at this time. So meat and potatoes would be you recently or today, I'm going to say, pardon me, today there was some irritation regarding one of your partnerships or relationships. With your partner, you had some irritation in regards to communication or sensitivities, or someone not expressing how they truly feel or how they believe something should go.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
This is right? Okay. Also would like to
Cool. Do your thing. I ain't going to interrupt, man.
I didn't hear that. Excuse me?
I said, go ahead, do your thing. This is your area of expertise. Call the person up to the current date to continue.
I'm trying to get up to the current date here because I you know, like Samaya had said that, you know, she was, you know, getting a little bit tired. I don't hear her on the phone. To get to the meat and potatoes of the circumstance and let people know that we not only read people's past circumstances or how their father was or how their mother was or brother or anything like that, but we also have the ability to read the present station and what is coming into the life of the native only by reading and demonstrating mathematically what is going on here. And I'm specifically looking at the moon transiting the sign of Aries with irritation. Today it was specifically your partner's spending or your partner, what he possesses. Your partner might have been a little bit irritated with you in regards to how they spend their money. And it might have opposed or had a little disagreement with yourself, or you easily expressed your hope and wish and let them know that, well, you know, you only live once, you got to do it quick, got to do it now, and I'm going to get what I want.
Sort of, kinda.
Sort of, kinda. Pardon me.
Let's sidebar for a minute, because I'm getting a feeling like you I don't know, you being a little nice, nasty with your comments, Marku. Toward me, you keep referencing the meat and the potatoes, and you know what you just said and all. What you really, you got something on your chest, partner? You need to get off. I mean, go with the flow of the moon. It's the moon in Aries. You know, you don't hold nothing in. Aries gets it right on out. And
honestly,
then 15 minutes later, he okay. So get it off your chest.
Honestly, truthfully, I'm getting it off my chest, and I appreciate you talking about doing the here and now. And what I'm resorting to astrologically is reading the transit, trying to apply the dispositorship, which has to do with the transiting moon being in Aries, and the rulership, the planet that rules Aries is Mars. So what I'm doing astrologically is I'm looking to where Mars is in the person's natal chart. I'm looking to where Mars is placed in the transiting skies, and that's all that I'm reading, and I'm getting right to the meat and potatoes. As far as reading any aspects that have to do with that, I'm not really concerned with that, because I think people out there need to see how astrology really works. People are only used to horoscopes and nonsense, and I hear from other people we're reading the astrological chart, but it doesn't really interest nobody, really. They want to know what happened today. They want to know how they can reach financial income and stuff today. So I appreciate, Samaya, what it is that you say, and I'm growing from that. That's all. That's what's on my chest, and I'm trying my best to use the skills and information that which I was taught and learned from my experiences to express that in my readings.
Well, let's keep it to the person who called in, man. Let me interject in here. Right? Trust is a very strong issue in her relationships, and the sun is transiting her seventh sign. So relationships and trusting her partner, or trusting them to be an equal contributor is a serious issue here today.
Well, okay. Well, while y'all are doing that, then get to the part where y'all explain to her regarding the relationship that she really wants to know about.
Well, it isn't just the relationship. She called to know about herself.
She said
she's at a crossroads. She's at a crossroads.
Said that's not what it really is. There is a particular relationship that she is curious, or a particular person that she is curious about, but that person is being very distant.
Well, if that's the case, we can't give her any insight on that person without their birth date, because we're not psychics. And even if we were, we're astrologers first. So we need his birth date. All right. So and until she comes forth with that information, we have to deal with what's in her chart. And it's an issue as to, is he going to be supportive? It's a support issue here. Am I correct?
I don't know, but Samaya, tell me what you see for me. I had Facebooked you earlier. This is Sophia. How you doing?
Oh, okay. Hi. All right.
How are you?
I'm good.
So what do you think about what do you see for me? Because I know you see a lot of things, so I can't hide nothing from you. So what do you see here?
I just see that there is, a man that's being very, kind of distant and cold and, not really being responsive. And I think that's what it's showing me, that's what's on your mind, that particular, relationship or whatever y'all pretty much had.
Okay.
So we need a birthday.
Thank you. Hey, we doing composite charts. We need the birth date or something. If you don't know the time, that's fine. But we